In July of this year, Justin Trudeau, the leader of the federal Liberal Party of Canada, came out in support of cannabis legalization. Trudeau said he's not in favor of decriminalizing cannabis, he's in favor of legalizing it. Trudeau supports taxation and regulation, saying it's one of the only ways to keep cannabis out of the hands of our kids because the current war on drugs, the current model, isn't working. Trudeau did not keep it safe by using the weasel word decriminalization, which would keep the black market unharmed while creating uncertainty in the law. Instead, he had the courage to say what a majority of Canadians know. The laws prohibiting cannabis do more harm to users and society than the drug itself.
I'm actually not in favor of decriminalizing cannabis. I'm in favor of legalizing it, tax and regulate. It's one of the only ways to keep it out of the hands of our kids.
If we actually control it and regulate it, then we actually have a better way of making sure that anyone who does purchase it in a regulated environment is of age to make that decision, similar to alcohol or cigarettes. It's an easier way to keep it out of the hands of our kids where pot does the most harm.
As he runs for Prime Minister, Trudeau's sounding like the mayor of Amsterdam.
Decriminalization just removes the criminal penalties that are applied to people for having consumed or having marijuana, and that tends to bog down the legal system and keeps the gangs basically and the criminal elements that are profiting from marijuana.
Canada has taken a bold move. The Liberals, the federal Liberals, have overwhelmingly approved a resolution calling for the legalization and regulation of marijuana.
We need to make it known that Canadians support Trudeau's courageous position. One easy way to do that is by signing the petition to legalize cannabis on the Liberal Party of Canada's website. It currently has more than 22,000 signatures, but with millions of Canadian cannabis users, there should be many more people willing to take a few minutes to show support and possibly impact Canada's drug laws.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Trudeau's pot remarks have been well received by most, but in the past, he has expressed fears about the danger cannabis poses to society.
Justin Trudeau wasn't always so transparent. In 2009, he voted in favor of harsher penalties for pot, and only last year was against legalization.
One of the things that the pot does is disconnects you a little bit from the world.
But now he says it's the Conservatives who are disconnected.
Where we have a government that is completely offside from public opinion, from even where the chiefs of police are.
According to Trudeau, it wasn't until last November that he concluded legalizing cannabis was the only way to keep it out of the hands of organized crime and children. Trudeau said his greatest concern regarding legalization before then was the thickening of the border and being offside with the United States. But with Colorado and Washington legalizing marijuana and Oregon coming close to doing so, Trudeau doesn't think legalization in Canada will be a problem. Conversely, NDP justice critic Francois Boivin, whose party supports the decriminalization of cannabis, said you can't just go legalize something that you still to this day have such mixed signals about. I'm not saying we will not reach that point, but at some point in time we need to do more than just send a balloon out in the sky and see where it's going to land. In reality, her metaphor is better suited to the current drug laws where, as Trudeau noted, organized crime has full control over the market. In addition, several polls over the past few years have shown that a majority of Canadians are in favor of cannabis law reform.
Stand up for your right.